Hi Geminis, welcome to your weekly. This is for May 26th through June 1st. Happy birthday if you're celebrating your birthday during this time. And welcome if you're a new subscriber to my channel. Welcome back if you've been a part of my fam here. Currently Mercury is at home in Gemini. Taurus is in Venus at home as well. Mars is in Cancer until June 1st. Jupiter's retrograde in Sagittarius. Capricorn's retrograde in Capricorn's retrograde. Saturn is retrograde in Capricorn. Uranus is in Taurus. Neptune is in Pisces. Pluto is retrograde in Capricorn. And Chiron is in Aries. It will go retrograde later in June, June 8th to be exact. So, with Mercury being in Mercury being Gemini's ruling planet. One second. Alright, so with Mercury being at home in Gemini, communication, travel, and our thought process, our intellectual space should be pretty clear, pretty level-headed, we should be feeling pretty confident in those areas. At least I think so. So this is going to be relationship spread. It can apply to any relationship in your life. For Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you don't know how to check that, I have a video linked in my description showing you how to do so. Check that out to check your birth chart and check your placement. It can apply for relationships, being romantic, work relationships, family, friendships, otherwise, you name it. The left side will be you, the right side will be a person. However, it can flip-flop, or it can completely be your relationship you have with yourself. What else? Energy is fluid, time is fluid. This could be past, present, or future energy for you, so take it how it resonates, and feel free to come back and check later to see if any energies resonate, and always check your moon sign, Venus, rising, Jupiter, all that for more additional insight or for more clarity on your situation. Also, if the messages don't resonate at all. Don't pay attention too much to the gender. We all have masculine and feminine energies. So let's get 3 more shuffles for Geminis. 2. 3. Overall theme of the reading, Sun card, happiness, vitality, growth, recovery, healing the inner child, satisfying the inner child, satisfying a child, children, just happiness, vitality, something that makes you feel like a child, brings out your inner child, something about a child. Happiness could be a son, you could be having a son, you could have a son that's making you very happy or that you're very proud about. This is Leo energy, masculine energy. This is the overall theme of the reading. The relationship situation involves judgment in reverse. There's been some disappointments, some disagreements, I think, with judgment in reverse. Somebody could be bored or avoiding the obvious, or attempting to avoid what's inevitable, refusing to self-assess, refusing to change, refusing to review areas where change can take place, or where growth can happen. There's an inability to commit. There's ambivalence, feeling some type of way. I feel like there's some type of projection happening here. Someone's feeling something and they're projecting it in other ways. It's definitely coming out in other ways. I think the goal is to obtain happiness, but there's something deep down. That's why I say healing the inner child. There may be some inner childhood trauma, some wounds that need to be healed because they're being projected in other places. There's some type of fear of change, or there's some type of ambivalence being projected, and maybe you don't even know where it's coming from, but it's being projected some type of way, and it's coming out, and somebody's noticing it. It's being noticed. You may not even realize where it's stemming from. This is Pluto energy. Pluto's retrograde in Capricorn. It's definitely going to bring these things to surface and make you deal with them and make you face them head on. this card involves an awakening, a fresh start, and forgiveness. So in the reverse, it's refusing to self-assess, it's refusing to be honest, it's refusing to judge and to give honest judgment. But there's also delays and plans, like you can't move forward until you deal with this. This could be some pessimism or some fear with your perspective or your general outlook on the situation or yourself, whoever this is, or just the connection. But it's one of those things, it's like someone's in their own way. Your mental space involves moving forward. I think you're just trying to move forward, trying to gain some momentum, you're just determined to move forward. You're determined to see it through to the end is what I'm seeing. You're determined to make progress, to be successful, to be happy. You're ambitious. You're triumphant against all odds. You just have your eyes on the prize. You're only thinking about moving forward and making progress and just opportunities. You're very focused and mentally with this energy on your goals and just very driven. That's all you're trying to think about. That's all you're trying to focus on. You could be trying to distract yourself from this by chasing your dreams or something, if this is you, Gemini, or if this is you, cross watcher. On this side, you could just be, moving forward regardless of this person refusing to, be honest with themselves. Then we have the King of Pentacles in the reverse for the mental space. I'm sorry, for the emotional space. Aries or Taurus energy. This represents, in the reverse, it represents someone being jealous. I think emotionally they are jealous. Ooh, this is you, Gemini. I think you're jealous. You're trying to move forward. You're not facing the facts of the situation. You're being very pessimistic and just kind of like seeing what you want to see and not honestly giving. Listen, with Mercury moving into Gemini, Pluto retrograde in Capricorn, Saturn retrograde in Capricorn, Jupiter retrograde in Sagittarius, all of these planets are in all of these signs. The planets, oh goodness, the signs that these planets are in are ruled by these planets. So the energy is going to be intensified. You're going to have to deal with this shit. So it's going to be, you're resisting it, but the sun is shining on it. The sun is shining light on it. Like, you are going to have to deal with this. There could be some ego involved too, that's causing you to resist this change or resist this, this causing you to be unable to be completely honest with yourself. There's going to be some light shed on this situation, or these emotions, this pessimism, this jealousy, there's a lack of progress. Like, it's affecting you. It's affecting your progress whether you know it or not. At least your emotional progress, because emotionally you're very jealous. You could be kind of being a little bit of a bully, extremely stubborn. Definitely get pessimism, extremely pessimistic, untrustworthy. You could be not untrustworthy, but you feel like you don't trust anyone. You think everybody's out to get you. You could be a little bit greedy. You could also be unwilling to take a risk emotionally. Definitely get that. You appear to be Queen of Wands. This is Capricorn energy. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. We got a lot of Earth energy. You could have Capricorn in your chart. You appear to be stable, generous, warm-hearted, kind, social, supportive, financially stable. But I think in reality, you could make a lot of money and just don't manage your money well. You appear to be a good friend, stable, kind, but I think you also appear to be a little bit selfish. Not necessarily in a bad way, but not in a good way either is what I'm getting from this. It's like you appear to be all about your money. I think you appear to be like all about the dollar. Like, I'm only focused on my money, and whether you know it or not, your heart space being blocked, whatever's affecting your heart space is affecting your ability to thrive financially as well, or within your overall security. And the pentacles for me also represents things like time, energy, and effort. So you're not making wise investments of your time, energy, and effort, or being unwilling to take risks with your time, energy, and effort emotionally. As far as your emotions go, you're unwilling to invest emotionally into a connection or into yourself even, because you're not able to be truthful with yourself, and you're in denial about something. Like there's some type of awakening that's on the horizon that will lead to a lot of prosperity and growth and happiness and recovery. However, you're resisting it. You're not wanting to own up to it. You're scared of change. You're refusing to self-assess. You're refusing to look yourself in the mirror clearly and just be honest with yourself. Your person, they're thinking about got the Moon card in reverse. This person could be having some cruel thoughts, some paranoia, some very negative thoughts about you or about the situation. Probably about you. I think they only see ego, so they're probably really having some really icky, nasty thoughts about you. This is Pisces energy. Could also be Cancer. We have Cancer again here with the Chariot card. We got the Sun and the Moon. This also can represent fears. I think they view you as holding back, withholding your emotions, or as scared or afraid, burying your emotions. But I think whether they know this or not, some of them may know this, they may sense it. However, I know that they probably are very unhappy. They're not having good thoughts. They're not having pleasant thoughts. For sure, they're having some definitely having some. Oh, gore. I cannot talk. I'm like, jeez, what's going on? They're definitely having some, I think I say some pessimism over here too. Some pessimistic thoughts, some dark thoughts, some fears, some nightmares. Fear the worst. It cautions you to let your intuition guide you. Also, pay attention to your dreams with the Moon card. You could be dealing with the Pisces or someone who has Pisces or Cancer in their chart. Emotionally, your person, I think emotionally they're just trying to, they're trying to gain some security, some stability emotionally. I think they're trying to obtain, some type of security emotionally. They could be also trying to obtain some financial security. They could be trying to move, get a new home. They could be seeking love and support from family members or friends. This can also indicate a wedding. Some of them could be getting married. That could be why you're so salty over here. And just I'm just gonna worry about my money and just gonna focus on my, my coins, on my bread, my paper, my cheese, my cheddar, my dough. I'm not gonna worry about this situation. I'm not gonna let it get to me. I'm not gonna deal with my emotions. I'm not gonna face myself. I'm not gonna, you think you're not. You ain't gonna have no choice. Saturn, Pluto, Jupiter, they're all gonna make sure you deal with this shit. Yeah. 1 second. Okay, so this person could be getting married. They could just be moving on or thinking about getting married. Emotionally, I think they're just thinking about the thing. Emotionally, they desire the ultimate security with their home. They do want to get married. And they're thinking about their future. We'll further clarify as well. And then we have the Devil card in reverse. This is more Capricorn energy. You could definitely be dealing with a Capricorn. More Capricorn energy. This is Capricorn. Earth. This is Virgo. Anyway. With this card in the reverse, is severing ties, shifting values. This represents a change in the relationship. This is the person's behavior. They've broken the chains. They're moving on. They've severed ties with this connection, And I think you feel it, and I think you're a little bit salty, and you're refusing to accept accountability for this situation. What was y'all last reading about? Damn, what was it about? Let me see. I'm trying to think what was the title real quick. Because this could be picking up on, yeah, if you were the one rushing in, starting up this person's feelings and then leaving, this person is moving on, and you see it, and they appear to have severed the ties within this connection. This connection was keeping them restricted. This could be Saturn working too, because this is Capricorn energy. Saturn rules Capricorn. Saturn is retrograde in Capricorn right now. So this was a situation that involved bondage or some type of control, but this person has released themselves from it. And they're no longer controlled by this situation, possibly by you, and it could be making you feel really shitty. All right, so let's clarify the whole spread. For Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, 2 more shuffles. Damn. All right, overall theme of the reading, we have the Lovers. You are refusing to make a decision and to reassess the situation. This is a soulmate connection. This is a very, this is Gemini. Listen, this is you. You're refusing to you're refusing to assess yourself. You're refusing to honestly judge yourself, and to be honest with yourself, be real with yourself, and just really take accountability and responsibility. Shame, 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 Gemini. But this is representing the relationship you have with yourself. Decisions based on love rather than lust. The higher self. Making decisions based on the higher self and the good of all, and love, and not just the ego. Temporary satisfactions. This is about being true to yourself. You're not being true to yourself. You're not being honest with yourself. You're not willing to. And we have the Queen of Cups with the Chariot. I think you want to, you're thinking about following your, you're definitely following your dreams. You're possibly pursuing your dreams, chasing your dreams, and just focusing on your dreams. I feel like you do have a little bit of tunnel vision. The Queen of Cups is very in tune with her emotions and knows how to express them. However, I don't feel like you are expressing your emotions. I feel like you may be channeling them into your arts or your whatever you do creatively, whatever that is. You artistically channel that into whatever your skill or talents are. I just keep kicking this light. You're channeling that energy, all of the emotions that you're refusing to deal with and refusing to communicate and acknowledge. You are putting it into your art, into your business, into your skills, talents, and the things that you do for possibly money, things of that nature. Okay, so yeah, this person is definitely, they're following their dreams. They're you, Gemini, you're following your dreams. You're putting all of your energy, all of your emotions, all of your pride, sweat, blood, money, energy, drive. You're putting it all into this Chariot energy. You're putting your heart into this. This is Gemini as well. Gemini and Cancer. This is Cancer. This is all you're thinking about. The things that you are thinking about, the things that you love and that make you feel creative, that make you feel, that make you flourish. But you're also thinking about, if you're masculine, you're also thinking about your Queen of Cups, who resembles the Queen of Cups, who you want to be with, your divine feminine partner, who you would desire to be the mother of your child, or someone you do have a child with. With the Sun card here, you could have a child with someone. Or also vice versa. If you're feminine, you could be thinking about your divine masculine. But you're not giving this any attention. You're not putting forth any effort into it. Emotionally, this person is extremely stubborn. They're not communicating. They're not interested in exploring their passions as far as their emotions go. This could also represent bad news or setbacks. Could also represent lies. This person could be just being very stubborn and rigid and lying about their emotions, just straight up lying about how they feel. They could be refusing to listen. This could be delays with plans and travel, and just trouble with communicating. They could have trouble communicating their emotions, or they could just be lying about their emotions. With the Page of Pentacles here, the Page of Pentacles in reverse and the Queen of Pentacles, this person is looking at this pentacle here. This is like their last ounce of, like, they're looking at this like it's their pride, it's all they have left, and they're scared to take a chance with it. They're definitely scared to take a risk and to invest their time, energy, and effort into their emotions, possibly because of the past. I don't know why. However, this person is unwilling to make any type of investment. They're unwilling to learn. They're not making any progress. They're being extremely introverted, possibly illogical and childish. This could also represent a child lacking progress. This could represent having social issues, again, problems communicating, bad news about money. This person could be having problems with money because of this energy that they're refusing to deal with. It could be affecting their money because this is all that they're putting their energy into. The good, the bad, all of their energy is going into work, I feel like. So you can't escape the energy. If it's only going into work, then the energy is going to return to you in your work. So if you put some negative energy into some kind of way, you're going to get it back some kind of way, and you could be taking some financial losses. So you need to deal with this. You have to look yourself in the mirror and be honest with yourself. You're going to have no choice but to deal with this, and you may as well do it. Do it before the universe before the universe does it for you, because it's never pleasant when the universe has to make you face something. This is bad news about property matters, finances. This is also about selfishness, dealing with somebody. You could be feeling like somebody else is selfish, but I think you just appear to be extremely selfish, especially with the Queen of Pentacles. It does represent selfishness. You could appear to be very childish and unreasonably selfish. Your person, they have the Hierophant in reverse and the Moon card. With the Hierophant in reverse, I don't think this person wants to progress with you. I don't think they want to move forward or unify with you or take any steps towards you. This is Taurus energy with the Hierophant. But the Hierophant represents progress. They could be rebelling against you. They could be disappointed in you. This could also represent poor advice. This person could be thinking about this is abuse of power, problems with education, or criticism. This person could be criticizing you, criticizing the situation, criticizing these fears. There's some type of, I think they're disappointed. They're disappointed by the secrets. They're disappointed about the secrets. I think they're thinking about all of the secrets that you've kept. I don't think that they're interested in, I think that they know that this situation is lacking progress, but I don't think they're interested in the progress, because I think at this point they're kind of, I don't want to say afraid of you, but they're kind of like, they kind of feel like they don't know you. Because do you even know yourself? Are you even honest with, you're not being honest with yourself? Like, you're not being real with yourself. Of course you not being real with anybody else. So if you don't know yourself, nobody else can truly actually know you either. They know that this situation is imbalanced. There could have been an opportunity for the ultimate security here. Now, I think emotionally this person probably once viewed you as someone they could be married to or have a family with or start a family with, but I think this person knows that there have been disagreements, there's been imbalance, there's been some injustice, there's separation, dishonesty, and things are just not going in your favor in this situation. Honestly, I feel like for a lot of you, this could all be you, Gemini. Both sides could be you. Both sides could be you. You could be thinking about, this could be like external, internal, or something, vice versa. This could be you having fears, lacking progress. Like at the same time, you're making progress in your fears with work and your social life and your home life possibly, and just the way you make your money and that nature. But you're lacking internal progress. Like you're allowing your fears to control you. You're not making spiritual progress. You're not learning your lessons. You're not facing yourself. You're allowing your ego to rule you and control you and drive you, your addictions and obsessions and all these restrictions, and you're not manifesting anything. Yeah, you could possibly have desired to be married with someone, but there's imbalance here. Something is not working out in your favor. Could be a legal decision, but something is unfair. Something is imbalanced within this connection, within this situation. This person, I think emotionally, it could be you, Gemini. You could just be emotionally imbalanced, and that's why this situation can't be fruitful. That's why it can't happen. I think it's just like if this is your person, it's maybe like it was a wishful thinking type of once a thought, and then now it's just like, oh well, it's imbalanced, this isn't fair, I don't want this anymore. I think that's what they're feeling like, because you're so dishonest with yourself and dishonest with them. And then I feel like I get an arrogance and a cockiness and extremely selfish, like very, very like devil energy all day. Fucking devil energy. And then as a result, again, the devil in reverse and the magician in the reverse. You're not able to manifest clearly because your creative power, your creative focus, and energy has been compromised by yourself and by your failure to be honest with yourself and to face yourself. And to you unlock your creative power by being true to yourself. Your higher self shines and strengthens you, but when you suppress things and you hide from yourself, you weaken yourself, and that's what you're doing. And you're that's what I'm saying. If you're making progress right now, it's only for a moment, because eventually the energy that you're festering and that you're harboring or suppressing or stuffing down is gonna explode all over your shit. Like whatever it is that you're putting all your energy into, that's what it's gonna explode on. And if that's work, that's work. You know, whatever it is that you are submerging yourself in, that's where it's going to happen. That's going to be the scene of the crime. So this also represents cheating, conning, lack of commitment, lacking commitment. This could also be cheating. If you're in a relationship, you could be cheating on someone. Someone could be cheating here, because this represents a home space, like a marriage, a relationship where you live together. There's imbalance within the home, within the connection. Someone's lying, someone's not facing themselves, someone's not facing their soulmate, their lover, their counterpart, their husband, their wife. Like we have the King and the Queen of Pentacles here. We got the Sun and the Moon. We have children here. We have 2 queens, so this very well could be that you are making progress with one queen and your other queen is over here. You know, you're neglecting this one, male or female. You know, flop the genders, whatever. But this could very well be someone cheating. This is a lot going on. I feel like I'm tapping on a lot of different energies for y'all, Gemini. But somebody is definitely. Oh, there's a little gnat flying around. I'm sorry. Somebody's making poor decisions, unable to make clear decisions, unable to make wise decisions, or just refusing to make wise decisions. Can't follow through. Your focus is out of whack. You know, this situation is controlling you and restricting you, and you're gonna get to a point where you can't manifest anything. Let's get some romance angels. I mean I can't even. Shit, I'm all over the place. You could be having a lot of distractions and interruptions as well. 2 more shuffles. 3 cards of advice for Gemini from the Starman Tarot deck. 1 more shuffle. Six of Pentacles, Nine of Cups in reverse, Three of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles, Nine of Cups in reverse. Uh-oh. Always drop shit. Oh, well, I'll get that. Let's look at the Six of Pentacles. All right. Step into the natural flow of abundance, the custodian of resources, philanthropy. Generously offer life your best and deliver a worthwhile vision. I think this is definitely your advice. Like, put out what you want to receive. Nobody wants to be lied to all day and deceived all day and played with, and you know, you don't want your emotions played with and jeopardized, and you know, you don't want that. So be mindful of the energy you put out, and know that whatever you put out comes back. So if you put out an abundance of bullshit, you're gonna get an abundance of bullshit back. If you put out an abundance of love and truth and light, you will get an abundance of love and truth and light in return. So just be mindful of what you want to receive, because you may think you're escaping this energy, but honey, right now is a time where, this is a time where, listen, Pluto, Saturn, and Jupiter are all retrograde. And the sign that they're in is their rule, like these planets rule these signs. This is going to be very intense energy. All of this shit, like all of the karma that you have been dishing out over the years is going to start repaying. And I feel like you could be possibly reaping a lot of bad karma if you've put out a lot of bad energy. And if you aren't reaping it this go round, don't think you're escaping it, because you will get it, and it will probably come after you have long changed your ways, and you won't have to pay for some shit that you did years ago or something like that. I'm just saying. And we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. All right, this is a lack of empathy, being too arrogant, aversion to challenges, staying with what is known. I think this is what you need to release. You need to release your arrogance. You need to release your ego. You need to release feeling like you know it all. You need to humble yourself in a sense, and gain some type of empathy for yourself and then within your situation. Then we have the Three of Pentacles. A lot of earth energy. Collaboration brings the best success. Heightened creativity, the passion, sheer aliveness, and flow of doing something well. So I think your creative endeavors will heighten. You think you're good at what you're doing now? Start putting love and light into your art, into your whatever it is you do. If you cook, if you clean, if you sing, if you write, if you dance, if you paint, if you work at a call center, whatever the fuck you do. Excuse my language, but whatever it is that you do, whatever it is that you put artwork into, whatever it is that you're creative with, you do it, whatever you do artistically, because anything you love is done with artwork. I mean, not artwork, but anything you do is done artistically, if it's done with love. If you start putting love into it instead of your anger, instead of your negative emotions, instead of your fears, if you start putting love into everything, it's going to increase. Everything's just going to improve. And I think the universe is just trying to make you understand that this way is not working for you. This ain't it. Like, there's a better way of getting what you want, and more. Ouch, scratch myself. All right, let's get the likely outcome for you. 3 cards for the likely outcome. 3 shuffles for Gemini, Sun, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I just saw the 3 Pentacles again. All right. The likely outcome involves releasing restriction, releasing this mental restriction, this feeling trapped, this unsettling feeling mentally and possibly physically. There's going to be some release. There's going to be an opportunity for a fresh start. You could be open to new perspective. This is Gemini energy, Jupiter and Gemini. I feel like Jupiter is definitely going to affect you. I feel like your sense, your creativity, your skills and abilities will be heightened And that will help pull you through, because Jupiter is going to make you realize where you have patterns of overindulgence, addiction, and extreme behaviors. But it's also going to make you understand things, or realize things that you're really good at, or the things that you're talented at or highly skilled at as well. So that's going to allow you, it's going to help you. Those two things are going to balance this situation out, and allow a little bit more ease with releasing restriction from this situation, this mental restriction, this closed state of mind. You're going to be released from this, and it's going to allow for a fresh start, new perspective, and there's going to be a lot of powerful emotions here. You could be going through like some shame, some guilt, regret, anger before you are released from this. However, when you feel that guilt, anger, you could be feeling it now. I feel a lot of that. Like, I feel a lot of nasty. This might be my last reading, honestly, for today, because this is really heavy. And then I have to go run some errands later anyway. But this is really heavy, and I feel a lot of pessimism. I feel a lot of dark devil energy from this, and I feel like you are in the thick of it now. And once you finish feeling all of these, you just have to face them. You have to deal with them, deal with these, process these emotions, deal with them. You can't bear them, suppress them, and just like throw them out and put them into other things, because it's gonna blow up in your face if you do. You get to a place where you can release yourself from this after you dealt with all of these emotions, that guilt, that shame, that anger, regret, all of those, the worst of the worst. You know, once you go through the trench, you can come out on the other side. You can release yourself from this. This situation involves some internal struggles, trying to master yourself, inner conflict, negotiation. There's going to be some possible resolution here internally. You could be feeling overpowered, like this situation is controlling you, because it is. But I think you'll get to a place where you realize that you're allowing it to control you, and then you get to a place where you can have some inner resolution and some negotiation within. And then you get to a place where you can balance your time, energy, efforts, and your funds wisely, because if you don't get a hold of this situation, it will start affecting your financial situation, if it hasn't been already. Then you get to a place where you can make decisions, balanced decisions. This is Jupiter. There's a lot of Jupiter energy here. This is Jupiter in Capricorn, but you get to a place where you're balanced. You can make level-headed decisions, wise investments of your time, energy, and effort, and you can balance everything. You gain focus, and you just can make clear decisions. So love that. Let's get some romance angels. Two more shuffles for Geminis. How is that flipped around? Whatever. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. I think if you just stop trying to control the situation and your emotions so much, and just let go, relinquish that control, you will also relinquish that restriction. You won't feel restricted anymore. And then I think you will hear your higher self speak clearly to you, and you won't think so much. You can feel your way through it. I always say don't think, just feel. I want to get that tattooed on me, actually. So I think you'll get out of your head, and you'll start getting in tune with your intuition a little bit, and you'll be able to make more decisions based on how you feel, and you won't feel so restricted, especially mentally restricted. Any other messages for Geminis based on this spread? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Any other Geminis based on this spread? Deception. Definitely you, Gemini. If this is you, you're trying to deceive yourself, and you're trying to deceive everyone else. You're wearing a false self mask because you're not facing yourself. You're refusing to self-assess. You're refusing to really look yourself in the mirror and be honest with yourself. You're not fooling anyone, and you're definitely not fooling the universe. No matter how clever you think you are, no matter how much the 3D may deceive you, you are not deceiving the universe. In fact, that may be the universe's trick on you to make you think that your deception is working. Like, oh, I'm gonna make everything look sweet for you, so you think that this shit that you're doing is working, when it actually, boom, it's not. The shit will hit the fan. It can and will. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. By taking back control of your life, you are letting go. Because this is not going the way you want it to go. You're not happy. You want happiness. But you have to go through the thick of this shit in order to get it. This also represents growth and vitality. So the happiness comes with the growth and with the healing. And the healing is the hard part. The healing is not the fun part. And I think that's where you are right now. Unfortunately, it's tough. It's hard. It's difficult. It's trying. But you have to get out of your own way. And then it gets a little bit easier, you know. That's your reading, Gemini. I hope that gives you some insight and advice and some clarity on your situation during this week. I hope you have fun celebrating your birthday, but I also hope that you get to a place where you can be honest with yourself and do some real self-assessing and soul searching. You may need to go in a hermit mode. You may need to take a small vacation alone to self-assess. You may need to just get some quiet time so you can hear your thoughts clearly. You got to get out of your own way and get out of this ego devil energy so that you can thrive and live your best life. I want the best for you. Good luck. Peace, love, and light. Until next time. Bye.